Hey everybody, the Banga's back. Welcome to part 5 Let's Play Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, brought to you by GameAnyone.com. Okay, when I turned off the game and restarted it when I saved around Windfall Island, you get automatically sent to this little bit of dialogue if you have the sail. Oh, that look in your eye! So, you found yourself a sail, have you? Very well. Then I shall teach you the art of sailing. Come next to my hull and press A to climb aboard. Set the sail you got to Y, Z, or X, and press that same button to hoist it. The sail will catch the wind, which will push the boat forward. The up arrow that appears behind me indicates wind direction. Or, well, a yellow arrow, actually. Use the analog stick to steer. If you wish to move quickly, you should keep the wind blowing directly into the sail. You can always press A to put away the sail. Try it when you want to adjust your speed. Did you understand all that? Yes. Ah, one more thing. When you're out at sea with few landmarks to go by, you will be at the mercy of your sea chart. I have marked the place we should currently be heading for on your sea chart. If you get lost at sea, simply press up on the D-pad to open the chart and confirm your position. Now, a westerly wind blows. Hop in and let it carry us to the east. Okay. Will I get an actual baton yet? No. Actually, before we go, there is one more thing that I can do, and I might as well get it done now. We actually had to go over to the place where the Pictobox is to, or like the Pictobox store, because apparently the owner of the shop lost a Pictobox, and it just happens to be the exact same one that we found when we rescued Tingle. Well, in that little maze behind Tingle, rather, but you know exactly what I mean. What it means is we have to go over there, and I think I took the long route, but that's okay. Better the long route than no route at all, am I right? I am right. Oh yeah, off camera I did play the Squid Battleship game again, and I did get like 2 treasure charts from that. One for beating the game again, and another one for beating it under 20 shots. Why, young sir, I must say, you seem to be in possession of a very fine Pictobox there. Are you a lover of pictographs as well? There can be no villains amongst the ranks of Pictobox lovers. I don't know, like stalkers and serial rapists tend to have some cameras too. Take your time. Look around. I implore you, Heart. Okay, you don't seem very creepy at all. I think I'm gonna go upstairs now. Look at all these pictographs over there. They have some significance. Oh ho 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 ho! Aren't these some finely snapped pictographs? You must admit it. Don't do that, man. But come now! You needn't be so surprised, my young sir. It is a hobby of mine to sneak up behind people when they least expect it. It's quite an amusing diversion. Think nothing of it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you try that on some woman that has, like, pepper spray, it may not be a good idea. Your eyes will only get smaller. By the way, the pictographs you see decorating these fine walls have all been taken by none other than myself. They are my pride and joy. You see, in my younger days I was tireless. Yeah, you seem tireless now the way your eyes are open. Sailing far and wide across the great sea, snapping pictographs wherever I want. Have a look at them, young sir. I guess. Well, those are creatures called choo-choos. They are said to have medicinal properties, so they are a most important resource treasured by sailors the world over. Why, there is even said to be an extremely rare species of them known as the blue choo-choo. It is only under very unusual circumstances that they are ever sighted. You would be most lucky to ever come across one, young sir. We're definitely going to be looking around for some blue choo-choos later, because they will have some importance. This one is of a tiny rock islet resting far out in the sea southeast of here. Isn't it nice? There was a very dignified butler standing before the door, and I snapped his photo without even thinking. That aside, I am certain this is someone's private cabana. Doesn't seem that private anymore if you have a picture of it. I saw this strange platform rising up out of the seas, seeming to cloud the sky. It makes for an even stranger silhouette. I wonder if such things still remain out there on the high seas, lonely on the ways. Ah, if only I had the chance. I would love to see these things once again. Isn't it a finely snapped shot? I took it in my younger days. It is Outset Island. It is the most delightful of fishing villages, innocent and rich with nature's bounty. It was there I met a beautiful young lass. Although I suppose she is probably not as young as she used to be these days. Yeah, and a bird happened to show up and kidnap my sister. One ill-fated day, misfortune befell me and my boat was destroyed. Clinging to the wreckage, I drifted at the whims of the waves. That's when I saw this monstrosity. This foul ship, veiled in mist and fading in and out of sight like something of another world. Yes, my young sir, 'tis none other than the ghost ship. The rumors I've heard tell of a man who researched the reaches of the sea where the ghost ship faded in and out of sight, and that he drew a map of its movements. But it is said that as soon as the man had finished drawing the lines of that cursed map, he died a most unexpected death. Chilling, truly chilling. Now, if one were able to find that map, then it might be possible to sneak onto the ghost ship and get the treasure that is said to lurk within its hull. Maybe he got a paper cut from drawing the map and sliced his wrist around the edge. Is that not a rather mysterious statue? The statue's home is on one of the Triangle Islands. It lies due south of here. There are a total of 3 Triangle Islands, the Northern, the Southern, and the Eastern Triangle Islands. Each of them has a statue such as this, standing on its shores. Interesting. This must be a Forsaken Fortress. The Forsaken Fortress. This place lies to the northwest of our fair isle, but has been enveloped in filthy dark clouds of late. What are we to do against the silent evil that lingers there? If you value your life, young sir, then at the very least you should stay as far away from that place as you possibly can. It feels as if evil that is not of this world lies in wait there, biding its time. Oh, you have no idea. Anyways, I need to fix up a bit of desync, so why don't you give me a moment. Okay, I'm back. It's time for us to go back down and actually begin a little bit of a side quest that involves the pictograph, or the Pictobox, rather. Unfortunately, I have to wait for him to go down. And for a big guy, he looks like he has very little legs. Then again, he is wearing some kind of dress, so I guess I can't really judge much. You see, young sir, I have been studying Pictoboxes since I was but a lad. My lifelong dream of creating a box with incredible pictography capabilities is at long last nearing fruition. Young sir, I hesitate to ask, but could you perchance become my research assistant? Okay. Oh, really? Really and truly? My heart leaps at your enthusiasm, but I feel I must tell you, the path an assistant must follow is not a simple one. I demand that whosoever takes on the role of my assistant to be an individual who can take whatever command I may issue and promptly complete it without hesitation. It will be quite a challenge, I assure you. Are you still sure you want to do this? Well, I can't get killed doing this, so okay. Ah, you must share my love of the pictograph. What is your name, young sir? Link, is it? Very well then. I shall issue 3 commands to you. On the dawn of the day you complete all 3 tasks, you shall be my #1 assistant, Link. Now then, for my first command. A love letter. Do you know what that is, young sir? It is the collection of words of love, long unspoken and put into written form. Well, that's pretty obvious. Somewhere in this town, there is one who, despite constant rejection, never learns the cold lesson of unrequited passion and continues to write letters of doomed love. I am certain the object of this sadly one-sided affection is in quite a quandary over the matter. I am of the mind that I must have a word with the unwanted suitor. However, I must have physical evidence, and thus your first task is to snap a pictograph of this individual in the act of sending the unwanted letters. That sounds easy, does it not? Rightly so. If you hope to be my assistant, you must perform this task with ease. Alright, so I guess we'll just have to go over to the mailbox and wait for somebody to put a letter in. Now, the thing about taking pictures is you have to be able to get a good picture. Don't just take a picture of some guy's toe and think, oh, it's gonna work because that's part of his body. Not true! You need to be able to take a picture of the full body and get, like, a picture of the act being done. Otherwise, you know, you don't really have a good picture at all. How the hell did you get over here? I don't recall putting you on this spot. Okay, I think I'm gonna get around probably here. Now the thing is, you do have to wait a while. You can use like the C up and C down to zoom in and zoom out. If you think you're too far, just zoom in, you get a better picture. Alright, so unfortunately we do have to wait, and you gotta press the A button to take the picture. No way, I was doing the telescope like an idiot. This is what I meant to do. Oh my god. That would have been a horrendous fail! You go to R to go to your album, and unfortunately you can hold on to 3 pictographs at a time. And press A to take the photo. Don't worry, it's not this guy. You'll know soon enough. I believe this is a good spot, and hopefully I get it on the first try. If you don't think your photo is good enough, just, just take more than one photo. And show him the one you think is gonna work. If he doesn't like that, try the next one. The thing I hate about this quest is that sometimes it does take a while because you have to wait for the events to take place. Which can often take, 2 or 3 minutes. So I'll definitely be speeding this part up for sure, just to make sure that's a little bit more enjoyable. So, how is that local sports team going on? Mine's okay. We just got a farm league hockey team, the St. John's Ice Caps. I don't really follow it too much, ashamed to say, but, I try to every now and then. I mean, thinking of something to say while you're waiting for somebody to put in a love letter that they know is going to be unrequited, it's depressing at times. Oh, wait! That's him! It's a guy in red. Is that Santa Claus' brother? I have no idea. Sometimes just controlling the analog stick on this is a bitch. Oh, that's a good one. I like that one. That's a good picture. Because the envelope is still in his hand. He's reaching out to put it in the mailbox. You cannot tell me that doesn't work. Because believe me, it does. Well, how would you do it better, huh? Anyways, we just gotta report our success. Get away from me, you damn kids. I bet your moms wish they had abortions. Anyways, I believe I have a little something for you. Oh, now this is a finely snapped pictograph indeed. No. They say love is blind, but what could he be thinking mailing all these letters? I should not ridicule him, though, for he reminds me of myself back in the innocence of my youth. Memories of those bittersweet summer days come rushing back to me. But I digress. Very good, young sir. I must congratulate you on passing your first test. I shall promptly take this pictograph from you and use it most efficiently. Doesn't bother me, it gives me more room. Very well. Next is my second command. You must search for this town's most timid and cowardly resident. I intend to flog his spirit so as to lend him some backbone. This individual flinches and jumps at even the slightest of surprises. I need you to capture the instant of pure fear on this individual's face in a pictograph. So tell me, do you think you can complete this task, young sir? I'll try. I happen to know where to look. Thank you, past Bonga, for practicing. That way present Bonga, aka me, will not screw up and then look like an idiot on YouTube. Okay, I already did look like an idiot because I went the wrong way. But again, I do know where to go, and that's the bar. All we have to do is just go up some stairs, and there you go. She's not gonna love you, man. Get over it. Maybe it's not a she. Who knows? Alright, so we gotta go over here. And it's this guy. Oh. I hope that's a good picture. Well, that's definitely not. Lately, I've been hearing that monsters from the Forsaken Fortress have been going around kidnapping girls with long ears. I can believe it. After all, 2 girls from Windfall have already been kidnapped. Poor Maggie and Mila. It just breaks my heart to think about those two. Both of their fathers are desperate to find anyone who can rescue their poor little girls. What kind of world has this become? So much fear and suffering. Well, you're definitely the most fearful one of them all. Let me get a better picture. Well, that didn't work because it was too far away. Yes, it's horrible. Maybe the first one didn't work. The second one could be better because you are getting a good look at his face. I mean, that second picture may look like he's kind of forcing a bowel movement, because you don't really see his lower body. But come on, look who leaves a toilet out in an open bar. Maybe a bar, maybe a bathroom bar, I don't know. Maybe some people drink better when they see others having a shit. I don't know. You tell me. Oh ho! Okay, so that one was actually very good. Clearly this individual must be the town's most timid of denizens. Fear is his constant companion. I thought it was alcohol. I cannot complain, young sir. You have passed in a most admirable manner. Say, and is it me, or is this chap quite this striking individual? Very good, young sir. And this means you have passed my second test. I shall probably blah 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 blah. Very good! Next is, at long last, my final command. Open your heart and mind and listen to what I say. Somewhere in town is a couple, a man and woman whose hearts are secretly filled with thoughts of the other, and yet for reasons unknown, the two have never spoken. Even when they happen by chance to pass each other on the road, they each steal a brief, furtive glance at the other, but they suppress the longing in their hearts. I cannot let this tragedy go on any longer. For the sake of the town and my own desire to help these two poor souls and to be an absolute nosy ass, I shall become Cupid, Archer of Love. I cannot picture you wearing a white diaper with a bow and arrow. These two are timid burglars in the House of Love, and you must capture a pictograph of them thinking their furtive thoughts. And young Master Link, if and when hope beyond hope you manage to complete this third task, then you shall be my #1 pupil. Does that not excite you? Good luck to you, young sir. You know, for a creepy guy that's very husky and has very small eyes, he does have a very deep heart. I mean, he's so eloquent in his dialogue. It's crazy. But in any case, this is the one we need to get to. Well, what do you think about my outfit? You don't see clothes like this often, do you? Aren't they so cute? A friend of mine who lives on Outset Island sent this outfit to me. She's an amazing girl. She can put jars on her head and walk around like it's nothing at all. You have to see it to believe it. Walking around like it's nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. I want to erase that, because I will not be needing it anymore. Okay, so now I have to wait around for this woman and some other guy who's going to be in green for them to have a little glance at each other. The only thing I hope is that those little kids don't get in the way of my shoot. Because last time when I was able to get this to work on a practice run, the kids were actually in the shoot as well. I mean, it still worked, even though it made it look like she was an Asian wife and they were adopting many orphans. I don't know. But it doesn't matter, as long as you catch them in the act. And eventually you will, because this guy walks around the entire island. It's a pain in the ass because he is so slow. Kids, get away from me. Get away, kids! Get out of the camera! Thank you. If they get too close, they're gonna be walking around you the whole time, and their heads just get in the way. It sucks. And this is where you have to be patient. Luckily, this woman will not move from her position. I want to get like a good shot to make sure I capture both of them. Since she's not going to be moving, chances are he's going to be on the right side. So just be patient, and if you fail, you go in a building, and then you just come back here and try again. Hopefully you don't fail, because that is like a couple minutes of time you're actually burning that you could have been using just sailing around and killing enemies. Possibly finding treasure, like heart pieces, continuing the story, etc., etc. But But I mean, I might as well get this out of the way now, because I'd eventually have to later to get another item. Well, this is just like a long series of events before you get that item. Rather, it's not a major item, just an upgraded Pictobox. Oi! This is taking so long. Alright, let me see how far that guy is. Oh, he's coming! Just gotta get in position. Kids, don't even think about it. When they get a glance at each other, and it's for a very brief period of time, I better take the picture. Alright, here's the moment of truth. Do I get it right, or will I botch it? Don't stop now! Look at her! You like Asians. Asians are cool. They love you a long time. I think that's a good shot. And I think I just said something that was a bit borderline racist, but, you know, if you're waiting so long, you'll just say just about anything. If this went on 10 minutes, I probably would have admitted to some crimes I likely never committed. They're full body enough. This is a finely snapped pictograph indeed. I had no idea these two would get along so splendidly. You can see the love there, hidden but thriving. Even I, who have lived in this town for so many long years, did not realize in the slightest the extent of their passion. You have done well, Link. I shall promptly take this pictograph from you and use it most efficiently. Now then, my young sir, you have completed all of the tasks I set you to. My doubts about you have all been cleared up. I shall hereby be proud to call you my assistant, Link. And to reward you further for your fine efforts, I offer you this. The elderly lady next door tells me it has value of sorts. Ah, joy pendant. Cool. These pendants are said to flock to those who spread joy like butterflies to nectar-filled blossoms. From here onward, come rain or wind, my heart shall rest in comfortable ease. And at the same time, your heart will learn the love that pictography fosters. Ho 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 ho. Aw, I'm glad I'm so nice to you. But, like, there is one more task I can do. I wonder if I can just leave and come back and then talk to him again. Well, there's a task I can do, but at the same time I can't yet. But later on I will get the chance to. Because I can't get to that spot until later in the game. I wonder if I can talk to him now. My assistant, Link. Allow me a brief query. Do you perchance know about pictographs with color? I have researched this concept for many years, and at long last I understand it. A stronger light is needed to imbue color in the pictograph. No normal light will do. In fact, normal light must be overcome. Color pictography requires a light of the very brightest intensity. Now, I have heard tales of a mystical creature in a place called the Forest Haven. It is said to be the tiniest of creatures, one that unleashes an otherworldly light. As an aid to me in my research, could you possibly use an empty bottle to capture one of these creatures of legend? Well, A, I'm not at Forest Haven, and B, sadly, I don't have an empty bottle. There are 4 empty bottles in the game, unlike the 6 in Majora's Mask, unfortunately. But in due time we will find a bottle. But for right now, we just have to do without. In the meantime, I am going to stop the video right here. Oh wait, I can actually just go over to the C chart, which you can go to just pressing Y. And I did get those 2 charts from the Squid Battleship game, so why don't we open them right now? What this does, it reveals where a treasure on a certain island is located. And 23, well, we haven't been to any of these places yet, but when we do go there, we'll know where to find the treasure. But at the current time, we don't really have the items required to actually pick up treasure. But like I said, in due time we will. Oh, that building over there is the potion shop, but we don't have any bottles, so therefore we can't get to any potions whatsoever. But when we do get a bottle, we can use them. So I'm going to stop the video right here, and in the next episode, we're finally going to sail east. See ya, everyone.